Good morning, everybody. This is Gleason with MajorLeagueTrading.com. I forgot to load up the morning play trade plan worksheet, so give me one moment. Happy Valentine's Day. To all of you, regardless. Here we are. February 14th. Tomorrow is my dad's birthday, so remind me to call him. Economic reports, guys, here before the bell. 4:30 a.m. we had MPC member Vielsch speaking. 8:30. The reaction that we're seeing in the indexes right now is off initial jobless claims as well as retail sales. After the bell, 10 a.m. business inventories, and then the natural gas report at 10:30, 11:30 we went before week bill auction. Our trend biases on the prior day: the ES is bullish, Nasdaq bullish, Dow bullish, Russell bullish, overnight bullish, ES bullish, Nasdaq bullish, Dow bullish, Russell. Shorter term time frame, same thing. Midterm time frame, bullish, all four indexes as well. Same thing with the longer time frame now. For our previous day's summary in the S&P 500, just gonna load it up here. Indexes are getting smoked. We are now down basically 20 points from that high pretty quickly. For the previous day's summary, the bell to bell high 27.62 with the bell to bell low at 27.48. The settlement was 27.49.5. Value area high 27.59.25. Value area low 27.50.75, and the European close 27.52.25. Volume 1,175,000 contracts. Overnight high 27.63. Overnight low 27.38.25. I believe it just got put in, so we're on lows heading lower. And there's a new low and another new one. For our 10-day range analysis, guys, yesterday we had a pretty tight range. 14 points bells to bell. 34.25 is a support level here for that in the S&P. 14 points is the bell to bell. Yesterday we had 19.25 on the session. Overnight 14.25. First hour 10. Really tight moves there. Basically all below our median. And percentage change, we had the Dow leading, the Nasdaq lagging over the last 5 days. The S&P or Russell leads and Nasdaq lags. I quickly want to go to this S&P just because we're going to be running into a support level that I have, so I just wanted to calculate it. It's a 38% retracement of a higher time frame extension. The level I'm looking at, okay, I just wanted to draw that up. I thought I had it right. It's like 35.25 is this level, so let me quickly go to it. Alright, I will start off with the S&P here this morning for our analysis. Really aggressive move to the downside here. The extension I want to pay attention to is the first extension from the breakout that began last Friday. The level is 26.90.5. This extension held multiple times on the way up. The same anchor new high 38% retracement is 27.35 quarter, and then if we do not hold that, I have no support till 27.26.75. As resistance goes out of highs, I'm just going to look at these really aggressive extensions for a break. You got to watch for a break of the sequence to the downside, and then even then, today we will want to be aware of the full 50% retracement short. Right now, full halfway back is 27.49.75, and the extension here breaks above 27.42.75. So I'm anticipating us to get down to 27.35 here shortly, and then below that 27.26. But this is kind of what I was seeing yesterday. The way we were just setting up was weak to me. It was just like we had kind of broken the structure. So those are the two levels I'd be paying attention to below. Also, something to note here is we came 27.65 was this larger time frame profit target. We came into 27.63, so a 2-point front run, and there is a possibility of a full 50% retracement coming into play, and that would be 27.21.75. Mark that up as well. Moving on to gold, which is the next market I want to go over because it has been wild, absolutely wild. A lot of opportunity, a lot of volatility. Coming into the open yesterday, we ran all the way up, stuck the 61.8 short. We stuck the 61.8 short, and then we ran all the way back down to lows. All the way back down to lows. I'm going to type in GCJ19, which is the April contract, just to show you guys this important level here. And we can chart on the GCJ19 contract. The full 50% retracement for the year in the GCJ19 contract is 1306.3, and was our support level on the 6th of February. And then once again, we did dip in to that low, but we have gotten very aggressive bid out of this. And usually when you have aggressive bids, that's a market you want to gravitate towards. Just like we had an aggressive bid yesterday, that aggressive bid broke and then extension set up in gold. Yesterday there was this extension, I believe it was from the anchor from 1319 to low. Okay, that was the first extension. That completed on our lows, and we broke the same anchor new low. And we broke that same anchor new low. That did not hold. Okay, now instead we traded the support, we ripped out higher. What I'm watching here is the exact opposite of yesterday, this extension long. If we hold above this 1311 and get bid off this 1312, we could move up into and begin completing 1320 and 1317 half profit targets possibly here today. There's plenty of day left, and that would take us right back to the prior day's high. Now, I do want to be aware of the full 50% retracement short at 1317.9, but we have a series of lower highs and lower lows. That was, even though we stuck that 61.8, the lower highs were taken out yesterday in gold, and then we came back and retested support. So to me, gold, I'm not carrying like an extremely aggressive bias on the hourly time frame. Right now we're in a long sequence, but this has just been a really actively traded product over the last 2 days. So if you don't normally trade gold or never trade gold, fine, don't bother. But if you're looking for a market to gravitate towards, there is a lot of volatility here in the GC contract that's producing a lot of really good moves. So I'm going to be actively trading gold here today. Moving on to the Nasdaq, we just traded a support level I was anticipating. It's like, unfortunately, like right as I was beginning my trade plan, we were trading all these levels. The swing low, so if you go back to when the rally began, Friday's low to high, right? Traded Monday, completed profit targets at 70.48. We went sideways on those targets. Sideways. Overnight session rejection. That swing low to high is just traded here at 69.8375. It's going to be significantly important to hold moving forward in the NASDAQ. Upside targets from that level are 71.10. 71.10, and there's still an unfilled profit target at 71.31. 71.31 here in the NASDAQ on the higher time frame. For oil, I actually wanted to go long here. Oil has traded down into the same anchor new low sequence, or sorry, same anchor new high sequence. This extension that's just traded its 38% retracement, there's a lot that's just triggering right now, began right here at, it's around 51, it's 51.86. It's traded once, traded twice, traded 3 times. The high right now is the completion. It traded both the 38 and the 50% retracement. Same anchor new high. We are at that 38% retracement right now. Same anchor new high is just traded at 38% retracement right now, and the upside profit target is 55.34. The next support level below, if we do not hold, is 53.28. So we very well could just wipe right through this and trade down to 53.28. That would be your next support level for a continuation of this uptrend that oil has been in. So we have double topped at a negative 23% profit target of an extension, and we are trading the same anchor new high sequence at its 38% retracement at 53.61. 53.28 is the 50%. Moving on to the Russell, which the extension to extension has traded a second test here. That is from the high of the 5th of February to high. If we break down below that level, I would fully anticipate us to get down to my next support, which I'm gonna have to go to like a tick chart real quick. Here it is. The next support level, and I'm actually just gonna draw it up. I would have here in the Russell would be a move to 1533. 1533 would just be a slight new low here in the Russell. Slight new low. The anchor is 1517.4. For the Dow, we have a first test of an extension that is just stuck at 61.8, coming out of the halfway back. We blew through targets, and that high to high has just traded. If that high to high does not hold, I would anticipate a full halfway back to trade and get us down towards 25,312. If we break through this low, we should trade down to this level. 25,312 is what I would anticipate happening. If this holds, we can break above the extensions, guys. We got upside targets. But we're moving into the day with a lot of action here. A lot of action. Let's see. Doesn't seem like a big gap down, but that is sure as lights out heavy selling pressure. If we come through into the day, you know, and let's just say we can't hold anything. None of these support levels I've drawn up are holding. Just pay attention to these short sequences here. I personally think going into today, if we don't hold these support levels off the open, it'll be a more difficult trading day in the indexes. And I think if we do hold this support level here in the gold, it'll be the cleanest trade, because it'll just, if we hold 13.12, our profit targets are like 13, just over 13.17. So I actually, my anticipation and what I'm looking for is gold here to hold, because I've missed these entries in all of these indexes so far. I'm interested in a possible divergence play with the S&P and the Russell making new lows, and the Nasdaq and the Dow don't make new lows. But the Russell is the weakest market right now, followed by the S&P. So those making new lows into their support levels that are untested would be ideal. And then the other level it's important to pay attention to here for oil is 53.28. All right, guys, that's going to wrap up my morning trade plan. I'll share my levels with you guys in the room. Everybody trade safe.